Hello, everyone. You know, Rob Thomas said it best. Man, I think it's a hot one. We are just 2 weeks removed from some fall weather, and like Lucy pulling the football away last minute from Charlie Brown, we're sitting through another scorcher tonight at pregame. We can ignore that because tonight College Park is celebrating a night of pageantry, luxury, and splendor that accompanies homecoming. That's right. Good evening, and thank you for tuning in to the Conroe ISD Woodforest Bank Stadium stream here on YouTube. I'm Jackson Cochran, and I will be your voice for tonight's Week 4 district matchup between the College Park Cavaliers, who are hosting the Oak Ridge War Eagles. We are coming to you live at Woodforest Stadium here in Shenandoah, Texas. And accompanying me tonight in the booth is one of our regular people here who's done some replay, some LAD work. I'm accompanied tonight by Ryan Dickey. How's it going, Ryan?
It's going pretty good. It's a nice, beautiful, hot day outside.
Okay. Well, this is going to be Ryan's first night up here accompanying me in the booth, and while he's been doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes, we're going to talk more about football tonight. And as I said earlier, it is homecoming for College Park. But let's go ahead and give a little bit of info on what has gone on in between the district, especially between these two foes. Now, right now, Oak Ridge is coming off of their first win of the season over Cleveland last week here at Woodforest Bank Stadium. So they are 1-0 in district, 1-2 on the season, and they lead right now the entire district in total offense. They have rushed the ball for 842 yards, 631 passing yards. And one of the guys that has been leading the pack with all those rushing yards is number 21, Justin Hayes, with 550 yards and 9 touchdowns on the season. Ryan, I think that's pretty impressive. What do you think?
That's really impressive.
Yeah? Okay. We got a little bit of feedback outside from the PA. Hopefully everything's going to be okay. We do know that they're about to perform. Actually, we do see that at midfield, the orchestra is going to be actually conducting the national anthem tonight. Whenever they get that started, we will obviously mute ourselves out of respect for the national anthem and the and the orchestra. Why did I say Oak Ridge? Because Oak Ridge is on the other sideline tonight. But let's talk about the home team, the College Park Cavaliers. They're right down the middle in total offense and defense in the district. Right now, I can see that College Park likes to throw the ball just a little bit. How many passing yards do they have on the season?
They have 717 yards.
717 passing yards, and that is a tandem from, well, there goes the orchestra yet again. We apologize for those who are watching on YouTube with us. Sophomore quarterback Camden Hughes, number 12, he has 571 passing yards with 7 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. That's a nice touchdown to interception ratio. And then you have, who's donning number 3 this season, junior quarterback Rodrigo Bravo, 131 passing yards with 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Not too bad. Want to keep the touchdowns over the interceptions as the season progresses. Right now, College Park, they have a 1-2 season just like Oak Ridge, but unfortunately they did lose last week over at Moorhead Stadium to the Conroe Tigers. It's anyone's game tonight, obviously, as cliche as it sounds.
College Park is 5th in offense and 5th in defense, but I'm sure they are looking to increase those stats shortly.
Oh, 100%. And not to mention, just like I was saying, it's anyone's game going into district. Obviously, last season, College Park was a little short of making it into the playoffs. They had a 4-4 district record, and last season, Oak Ridge had that 6-2 district record. Oak Ridge, unfortunately, did lose quite a bunch of key defensive people who graduated and moved on. But right now, it's a whole entire new season. It's still early in the season. Anyone can make it to the postseason. College Park's looking to get their first district win tonight, and Oak Ridge is hoping to keep their unbeaten district streak alive. But we are just going to be tuning out for a quick second. We have a couple of commercials that will be played, and we will come back and talk about a little bit more. So hopefully enjoy these commercials, and thank you for tuning in tonight's broadcast.
Our orthopedic care is shaped around you and you and you. Because customizing treatments and using breakthrough techniques is how your comeback starts. Like 3D printing for ultra-precise joint replacements and providing the same specialty care as we do for the Houston Rockets. So you return sooner, stronger, better. This is orthopedic care designed for you. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
Shopping for a new or used vehicle? Or just looking for a place for good, reliable service? Go with the name you know. Gullo Ford, Gullo Mazda, and Gullo Toyota. The Gullo family has been serving the Conroe Woodlands area since 1970. So the next time you're shopping for a new or used vehicle or just need service, do yourself a favor and go see Gullo Toyota, Gullo Mazda, and Gullo Ford. Or log on anytime at GulloAuto.com. Gullo, let's drive.
Woodforest National Bank, where convenience meets community. With over 30 branch locations in and around Montgomery County, we're always close by to help you with your banking needs. But we're more than just a bank. We're proud supporters of our local community, dedicated to making Montgomery County a better place to live and work. Experience the difference at Woodforest National Bank. Convenient, caring, and committed to you.
Since 1965, the team at Buckaloo Chevrolet has been working hard to deliver a better car buying experience to every customer. If you're looking for a better selection and a better car buying experience, head to Buckaloo Chevrolet. We promise no hassle, no haggle buying, and we never add things to our price you don't ask for. The price you see is the price you pay at Buckaloo Chevrolet on I-45 in Conroe, or shop BuckalooChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive. And remember,
It's a better buy at Buckaloo.
Thank you again to our sponsors who are able to let us continue to give you these broadcasts here on our YouTube channel. We are not too far away from kickoff. We have not seen any of the players walk out of their locker rooms yet, as we can see that there is plenty of people here at Woodforest Bank Stadium.
You know, Jackson, we have a lot of good camera people, and one of the fun camera positions we have is roaming camera. A lot of the shots that they try to get is inside the tunnel or as the players are running out on the field.
Yeah? Well, who's on roaming tonight?
Peyton Reeves.
Peyton Reeves? Well, Peyton's going to actually be coming up here in a little bit later in the broadcast. He's going to try to join in. You're going to actually have 3 people on the mic tonight. Rotations.
It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, going to call an audible, but we do see that at midfield right now, the College Park Orchestra will be performing the national anthem for us. We do see that a lot of the drill teams are just waiting for the players to make their way onto the field. I'm starting to kind of see maybe some activity make their way out, but I want to talk a few more about some key players on both of these rosters before that hype video gets played for College Park. Obviously, a lot of defensive interceptions. The turnover game is one of those things you want to key in on, and especially with what College Park has been able to do this season. 3 of their defensive backs, count them, 3, have all been able to intercept the ball. You could look at Tim Thomas, Marco Beltran, and even Noah Dinabilo, who have all have one interception on the season. And on the other side, on the visiting side, Oak Ridge, you can look at Christopher Salem and Dylan Chapman, also intercepting the ball this year. As offensive have continued to adapt into the spread style offense, getting you more and more ready to progress in the different stages of football, you're going to be seeing a lot more big plays in the secondary, and a lot of these different defensive backs, whether they're corner or safety, something that you like to see. I do see that at the moment both teams are making their way out of the locker rooms. Oak Ridge wearing their all whites tonight, even with the white helms. In College Park,
Ignition sequence start. 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
All right, both teams have already run out onto the stadium coming out of their inflatables. Now the Oak Ridge Orchestra is about to perform the national anthem for us, so we will just go ahead and mute ourselves and let you enjoy that while it's the rendition of the national anthem. All right, thank you to the College Park Orchestra for that beautiful rendition of the national anthem. You don't really get a chance to hear the national anthem played by strings, not that often.
It's very beautiful. They did a really good job.
Great job. Not good, great. Now, as you can see, that both teams are back on their sidelines as the orchestra is going to leave midfield right at the 50-yard line. Both rosters of team captains are going to make their way over there. Now, team captains for your College Park Cavaliers are going to be number 4, Marco Beltran, number 70, Cole Cook, number 44, Aiden Endicott, and number 55, Rima Nwasu. My apologies, I might have stepped over that when I was trying to say, but number 55, Rima Nwasu. And as you can see from Oak Ridge, I believe that is number 15, quarterback Drayton Urbe, and number 42, Sam Slatton. Slatton is a senior linebacker for Oak Ridge.
Now, Jackson, can you explain team captains and how that works on a football for somebody who may not know?
Well, pretty much they're just a title that you've earned throughout the team. They're mostly the leaders of the squad that a lot of the underclassmen or even just same grade of your peers you look up to. Pretty much a lot of leadership.
Well, that's awesome. So not only are they playing sports during their high school tenure, they're also leading their team and showing that maturity.
Exactly. So as you know that from the coin toss, we do see that College Park will be receiving firsthand, which means that Oak Ridge will be getting the ball in the second half. Both teams still talking to their coaches on the sidelines before they actually make their way to the field to line up Ryan, we're just moments away from 48 minutes of high school football here on a Friday night at Woodforest Bank Stadium.
Bet you the temps are maybe cooling off.
Maybe. It's still always a lot warmer, especially on the turf, just because that sun has just been beating down all day. But the great thing about the Woodforest Bank Stadium, from higher up the press box, you do get that shade already. And as everyone is lining up, we do see that the College Park has 3 return specialists back deep. You're going to see number 1, Jordan Stiles, number 4, Marco Beltran. Having trouble seeing who's on the near sideline. I think that is number 7, Clint Rochelle, senior wide receiver. Now, the thing about number 81, Marcus Erstad, the kicker for Oak Ridge, he tends to do these mid-range kicks. We call them pooch kicks. Go about maybe 30, 35 yards downfield. He doesn't try to kick it too deep to risk a big – oh, and tonight – Erstad decides to kick it deep. Now, I've been seeing a couple of games already this season from Oak Ridge, and this is one of the first times I've seen him kick it to the actual end zone, and it's going to be a touchback where College Park is going to start their first drive at their own 25 without any at all. Oh, we do see some balloons that are just flying off from the sideline. I know it's homecoming, but we don't want to lose the balloons. College Park lining up. 4 wide receiver personnel. Number 12, Camden Hughes in the backfield, the sophomore quarterback with split back formation. They're getting a change of the play at the sideline. For our second play of the night. Play action. Hughes in the pocket, throws it just at the seam, and it's going to be an incomplete pass intended for number 2, Tate Chawanik. So the incompletion will make it second down as he was looking for number 2, Tate Chawanik. Oak Ridge usually playing a 4-3 style defense. Decides to hand it off. That's number 8, Jaden Agali. Agali gets maybe 8 on the carry. Just looking at the replay, Agali was able to find himself just a little bit of a crease, dances, cuts the corner, and gets just short of the first down, making it 3rd and 1. Agali lined up to the left of Hughes. Which receiver goes in motion. Tried to do a little underneath throw. It's going to be incomplete, looking for a goalie. And we do see this will be the first 3 and out of the night for College Park as they bring out the punt unit. Kind of a short transaction of plays right there for College Park. I know it's early. Would you have tried to maybe leave your offense out there? All you needed was 1 yard, Ryan.
I think with 1 yard, probably not because of how close they are to the end zone, Oak Ridge would be. However, on that 3rd and 1, I probably would have tried to just run it in to that first down.
Plenty of time to punt it. Nice hang time. Now, Phoenix Aguilar was back to return. Looks like it's getting a favorable bounce for College Park. And they're going to down the play right at the 11. It was a beautiful punt with a lot of extra effort. That favorable roll for College Park. And now we're going to get to see this Oak Ridge offense that does like to run the ball, especially like I talked about in the pre-show, number 21, Justin Hayes. They're going to be calling his name quite a bit tonight. He's already lined up to the right of Urbe in the backfield. In College Park, 3 down linemen. Looks like they have someone on the edge as they already blitz, trying to get to Hughes in the backfield, able to just bring enough pressure. 21 on 21. That was Jacoby Williams blitzing from the corner to get the first hand on Hughes and allow a lot of the defensive line to barrel their way and put them back 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice hard stock, but making sure that their defense is protecting the College Park offense here.
Exactly. Like that. Oak Ridge. 2nd and 12. Quick pass over to Aguilar. Plenty of room. Just gets tackled, takes down by 2 College Park defenders. That was number 010 Thomas and number 20 Noah Dinabilo. Third and 7 now. Could be a defensive battle early for both of these squads. Urbe in the gun. He decides to keep it, but he gets stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It takes 3, 4 Cavaliers to finally bring him down. 1, 2, 3.
Cavalier defense is really on game tonight.
They know that they like to run the ball. They're bringing plenty of pressure behind the line of scrimmage. And we're going to see another 3 and out. James Scott back to punt for Oak Ridge, who's also one of their top receivers. He's back in deep in the end zone. He has good hang time, plenty of hang time for his defenders to get downfield. Favorable bounce. They're going to go ahead and let it roll. Looks to be that was number 4, Jace Jasinski. Got a hand on the ball. I think he probably could have rolled back maybe another 4 to 5 yards. But it's okay. Just after 2 drives aside, it's still 0-0 here, and it's been a short transition of plays. We're just only 3 minutes into the first quarter.
You know, if you ever played Madden, defense wins championships.
You sure about that? It is a defensive battle right now. Hughes hands it off. This time it's to Kenzo Alameda. That was a 4-yard run. College Park lining up with 3 wide receivers on the far side. Hughes looked like he was going to look to one of them. Didn't see anything he liked. Decided to keep it. Hughes gets himself 2, maybe 3, and that's going to be another 3rd and 3. So we've had a 3rd and 1 and a 3rd and short. So we've had a 3rd and 1 and a 3rd and 3 now from College Park. Been unsuccessful on 3rd down. It's only the 2nd drive. They're 0 for 1. It's okay. I would try to go to a goalie right now. He's been successful running the ball. It was a bad snap, so Hughes is going to keep it. It was a high snap, and he slides. He is able to get the first down of the night and gets into Oak Ridge territory.
That's quick thinking on your feet there.
Very much so. Just the ability to react and find himself looking for that open lane and getting enough yards to get the first down, keep the drive alive, especially on that high snap.
It's impressive with him being a sophomore quarterback.
A lot of these quarterbacks, his age, starting early. A lot of 7-on-7 practice. As Hughes has a little out route. Looks like it was Tate Chwanek. Here we go. On the replay, just quick out. Nice hit from Oak Ridge. It could be number 10, Jaden Barnes. 2nd and 5. Still in the first, obviously. College Park in Oak Ridge territory. Oak Ridge lines up with 4 down linemen. We're going to have ourselves a timeout. First timeout of the half. Can't take them with you. That's what a lot of people like to say. This isn't rollover minutes, if you know that reference.
I do not, actually.
You know, back in the day with cell phones.
Oh, I do know.
Now there's a lot of unlimited contracts now, but there used to be these things called rollover minutes that if you didn't use all your minutes that month, you would just roll them over. And then you'd have a plethora to go into that next month in case you felt like you wanted to have a little extra time calling friends, family. What say you?
I'm glad that that went away and we just now have unlimited.
Yes.
For the most part.
Well, who usually calls on the phone anymore besides telemarketers? College Park hands it off. That's going to be over to Clint Ratchell. Gets himself on the outside. Plenty of space. Is tackled right by the sideline, just short of the red zone. That was a 20-yard rush. A little bit of a jet sweep. Able to get a quick move. Juke his defender. We have ourselves another College Park first down. Some defensive backs showing press coverage for Oak Ridge, but it's going to be a swing pass over to Jordan Stiles. He gets the reception just short of the first down marker. I'd say he is maybe 2 yards shy, but they are now officially in the red zone, trying to get some points into the north end zone. 2nd and 2 for College Park.
He slipped in for some extra yardage. Looks like the offense has got their head in the game now.
After seeing what the Oak Ridge defense had in store for him in that first drive, coach has already made some scheme changes on the sideline. See a lot, and I say a lot, of different signs from 3 different coaches on the sideline. I don't know which one is the true and which 2 are the dummy signs.
Oh, is that what's happening?
Yeah. But we do have ourselves, this might be our first penalty. I think it was a delay of game. Actually, it's going to be a Cavaliers were able to get the timeout off right before it hit 0. Early in the first quarter using 2 timeouts. Hopefully you don't really want to regret having to take those timeouts this early towards the end of the second quarter. A lot of things that we see now, it's usually a 1-minute timeout break for both squads as they get themselves a couple of squirts of water, maybe Gatorade, Powerade, whatever they have on the sideline. Quick pep talk from the coaches, talking about assignments as they get lined back up. Alameda in the backfield, but Hughes is going to keep it. Actually, Marco Beltran. Oh, Marco Beltran came in. I did not see that he had a quick substitution. So College Park going back and forth to that Wildcat-style offense from time to time. They even tricked me on that one. But Hughes is back under center. Almeida lining to the left of him. 3 wide receivers on the near side. Styles goes in motion. Play action pass. Hughes looking downfield. Almost sacked. He gets tackled. Just right at the line of scrimmage. That was number 95. Tylen Hughes, the senior defensive lineman, putting the hurt on him. Field goal unit will line up for College Park. Number 33, Alec Hargis, junior kicker. This is going to be a 32-yard field goal. Not much wind here at Woodforce Bank Stadium tonight. Good snap, good hold. It has the distance, and it is good. College Park strikes first with a 3-point field goal, 32-yard field goal. It's now 3-0 4 minutes 14 remaining in the first. Ryan, that was a pretty active second drive from College Park. What did you see you like, and what were a few things that you didn't like?
I would have to say the switch to the Wildcat you were talking about was a pretty awesome play, if it even caught you off guard.
It caught me off guard. They got a few yards. Unfortunate not getting the first down, but still.
Yeah, I think the quarterback had to scramble a couple of times. That probably, messed with him a little bit further along towards the end zone, and the defense was just, for Oak Ridge, was able to capitalize there. So that's probably what I didn't like about that. But overall, good drive.
Good drive.
Got points on the board.
Exactly. Points are on the board. And they have the lead on homecoming night. As you do see some people in the crowd making their way back into the stadium. I know that it can get pretty hectic lining back up. And Aguilar's going to return. He gets pushed out of bounds by the 30. It might be marked down at the 29. Hearing a little excessive whistle blowing. Trying to see if there's any yellow on the field. No.
I do not.
Referees are letting him play tonight. This is going to be the second drive for Oak Ridge. Not able to put a lot of yards on the not able to get as many yards on that first drive. Did get a 3 now. They haven't had a first down yet.
Urbe's had time to think about what his plan of attack is going to be.
Exactly. Urbe's going to do a keeper. Gets himself positive yardage, trying to turn the corner, and runs into well, he's forced out of bounds, just short of the first down marker. I thought they were going to give it to him. That's just 9 yards, but positive yardage right there. The delayed handoff also kind of giving you that option between Urbe and Hughes. College Park was looking that Hughes was going to get it on the first snap. College Park showing blitz, knowing that Oak Ridge does tend to run the ball quite a bit, and Hughes gets himself a first down, maybe 6 yards on that rush, just in between the tackles.
Now, blitz is really good against an offensive run.
Yes.
Why would you say that did not work out for the College Park Cavaliers?
Just a lot of great – well, one, Hughes has great vision from the backfield. He was able to see what opening he had available for him, able to push through. And having a good offensive line is also key. He has some good front – he has good men on the front five. As they call Hughes again, and he gets pushed in the backfield. College Park is bringing a lot of pressure. They know for a fact that Hughes will be getting plenty of touches. But we're going to have ourselves a official timeout. But that was a good question you were asking just a second ago, Ryan. Pretty much how he was able to get that first down. Obviously, able to have the great vision, even in just an instant. How fast you can react. But Hughes is also, he's kind of like what's the best way that I could describe his running style? He's elusive with a little bit of power. It's kind of a hybrid running back. The fact that he can stop and start, his acceleration and his power, that's why he's leading the district right now with over 550 yards and 9 touchdowns. And College Park knows this, and that's why they're bringing more people to attack. And if they continue to bring this much pressure, Oak Ridge is going to start to look downfield, and that's where you're going to see James Scott come into play.
I see. Looks like Justin Hayes is doing a good job on the Oak Ridge running back squad.
Oh, very much so. He's starting to get some looks for college, which he should.
When does that start for these
recruitment?
seniors and juniors?
Well, everyone's getting recruitment. Signing day is going to be a little bit later in the offseason. I think it's around February, March. as play's about to resume here at Woodforce Bank Stadium. You know the kids call it the bank, right? The cash-in touchdowns.
Ooh. Smart kiddos. I like it.
I'm not as lit as they are.
No cap?
No cap. Urbe throws to the sideline. Looks to be Aguilar. Gets some positive yardage. Actually, that wasn't Aguilar. That was number 3, Logan Unterfrunger. I think it's a German name.
It sounds of German descent.
It's a 3rd and long here. Under 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. College Park leading 3-0. Play clock at 7. I think that Coach Schmid was they actually going to let him go. Urbe was able to get the snap off in time. I was looking at the sideline and I saw Coach Schmid with the sideline judge and say, hey, timeout, because the play clock was right at 0, but they were able to get it snapped in enough time. And Urbe is just short of the first down marker. They're right at midfield. Now, James Scott usually will punt it, but I'm seeing that Oak Ridge is going to keep their offense on the field. It's going to be 4th and 3. Play clock at 5. Changing it up. They need to get the snap quickly. Low snap. Urbe keeps it. Stretches. He actually extends as he's going out of bounds. Gets the first down for Oak Ridge.
He showed a lot of hustle on that play, especially after that miss snap.
He did. It was a miss snap. It was a low snap. Good catch. It was low. And the fact that, just like with Hughes earlier in the game, the able to react and look to try to find your best opening. And there's another low snap as they give it to Hughes. He bounces, but he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage again. That is number 13, Lane Ledger. Lane Ledger. So that's another loss. It'll take some time. Hughes will get it going. Yeah. Hayes is in the backfield, line to the right of Urbe. Following the 3-yard loss. Just a minute left here in the first quarter. It's another low snap, but Urbe is going to keep it. And he's just short of – wait, the ball comes out. They didn't say that the play was down. So Urbe does fumble, and the ball is recovered by College Park. Looks like I'm going to see the replay here. Yeah, as he was going down, the ball was loose after being hit. I think that was Legger? That was number 13 Legger, I think, was one of the first one in there on the recovery.
It was another low snap to Urbe, but he recovered again, made it through the hole. Just
unfortunately, it's another turnover.
Exactly.
It's kind of one of the storylines for Oak Ridge. They have unfortunately turned the ball over quite a bit this season. As Clint Ratchell gets Clint Rashall. And Rashall has 423 yards and 4 touchdowns on the season. You know that Rashall is one of Hughes' favorite targets. Actually, there was a penalty. There was a hold for the Cavaliers, and that's going to push back 10 yards. This old line, College Park. The 24, Hughes. Under duress, throws it incomplete, looking for Jordan Stiles. Now 2nd and 14 for College Park.
Looked like Caleb Uristi, number 9 on Oak Ridge, had good coverage on Jordan Stiles.
Oh, yeah. Senior defensive back. Something about a lot of these corners, safeties, are able to disrupt. Well, any defensive player can make any disruption. Hughes changing the line, play at the line. Tight bunch formation on the far side, 3 wide receivers. Hughes, play action, 3-step drop, throwing down the seam. Finds his man. That's Rashal. He's at the 20, 10, touchdown College Park. They strike again. 76 yards, house call. Can't wait till we see that replay.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful snap, beautiful throw, beautiful catch. Open air all the way through.
Rashal had maybe a yard or two past the defensive backs. Looks like he had a Uresti on him. The extra point is good. Here's the replay of the touchdown. Play action, 3-step drop, getting set, throwing downfield. No one on him. Puts on the burners and gets into the end zone for the first touchdown of the night. It's 10-0 Cavaliers over the War Eagles with just 21 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Ryan, that's some excitement.
That was a nice drive. As I have watched football, I don't know much about football, but as I watch it, I really enjoy passing plays. They're fun to watch, and there's a lot of intricacies in as they're running and they're trying to find the ball while it's in the air and know where the man that's covering them is. It's just a beautiful set of conditions that the human mind can overcome.
The fact that you can trick, especially at the line, you're trying to get the separation. As College Park kicks it off, looks to be Bryce Coleman on the return. Oak Ridge is going to start at their own 35 for the second drive of the game. I'm sorry, their third drive of the game. I want to see what Oak Ridge can do after turning the ball over, especially whenever they were in pursuit. They were in College Park territory, looking to get points on the board. Right now, it's a 2-possession game. Urban Hughes in the backfield. Oak Ridge lining up with 3 wide receivers and a tight end. Tight end playing it tight. Thrown over to Coleman at the sideline. That's a 5-yard reception, and that is it for the first quarter. So after 12 minutes of play, Cavaliers leading 10-0.
At Houston Methodist, our primary care physicians invest time in your visit so you're seen and heard, virtually and in person, at locations across the city.
Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
Okay. After 1, College Park leading 10-0 here on homecoming night. Sun's already set. Sun's actually already down. Wonder if we can get a shot of the moon later. We need to talk to the director. Yeah, there's no sight of the moon right now. Maybe we can get an eye on that later on in the broadcast. Like to see how it's looking tonight, especially on homecoming. No, Oak Ridge at their own 40 as they are attacking the north end zone. One play into their third drive this evening. Split backs. Hughes gets it, finds a little bit of room, gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe 2. It's going to be a 3rd and 3. My apologies if I've been saying Hughes. I meant to say Hayes. Hayes lined up, goes in motion, switches sides. Hayes, Urbe keeps it again, gets the first down, close to the 50.
Looks like they gave it to him. First
Yeah.
down? Yeah.
That little pump fake made one of those defenders have a quick reaction thinking that they were going to decide to throw it. And Urbe, with his acceleration, able to get that first down. Urbe going downfield to Scott, gets it. Touchdown, Oak Ridge. 52 yards. Touchdown for Oak Ridge.
And Scott, with a man on him, still executed that catch.
Just great ball placement by Urbe. The range, just that rainbow that you will see. But even just having faith, knowing that it's going to land in his hands, didn't even stop. Scott was able to just have it fall in his hands, cradle it, and getting tackled as he crosses the plane.
I think I saw the rainbow trail the ball and the pot of gold as it went into Scott's hands.
It's going to be a fake. Aguilar just short, trying to go for 2, make it a 2-point game.
That's tough, and coming from somebody who...
So you see on the replay just the height and the distance thrown by Urbe as Scott gets a 52-yard touchdown reception. What were you saying, Ryan?
Yeah, sorry about that. You know, as one of the directors for the film crew, you would think I would know the touchdown replay gets ran after the kick. But what I was asking is that's tough to call. What makes the fake during the field goal kick a priority? Was it because they were down already?
I think the fact that it was a bit of a high snap and Aguilar reacted. It's just that it's that quick reaction that you have, that impulse, and that high snap. He didn't think it was enough time to get set. That could potentially be a bad field goal kick.
That's interesting. I actually thought that you had to make that call like you were going to do that. Obviously, I've learned most of my football from playing video games, so you choose to fake fake the kick or actually kick it. So I didn't know that you could make that switch.
Oh yeah,
mid-kick. Or mid-play. That's fascinating.
Erstad kicks in, and it's going to be returned by Jordan Stiles, and he's tackled just at the 23. Yeah.
It looked like it was Ricky Stukes who put a stop to it.
Nice. College Park. Their fourth drive this evening following the 76-yard touchdown to Rashall. They call his name yet again to the near sideline. He's tackled when the ball comes out. He was already down. I will say that is Jaden Kennedy able to react, thinking that the ball was still live. He's 2nd and 4. Shortly here into the second quarter. Hughes, big play, throwing downfield just a yard or two over his man. That was number 10, Javonis Young.
You know, watching the game from the stands, it is hard to imagine just how far that ball is from that receiver. From the stands, you're like, he could have just dove or he could have just ran a little harder and it would have been there. But probably from his perspective, it was a few yards away, too many yards away.
3rd and 6. Styles was in motion. Hughes gets a screen pass over to Agali. He's wide open in the field. He's at the 30. Gets pushed out of bounds. That was Bryce Coleman able to stop a touchdown from the screen.
That was beautiful. Watching this replay, he got that pass right to the receiver that had 3 men right in front of him to block those Oak Ridge defenders.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful play.
I think that was 52-yard reception on the screen for a goalie. Hughes throwing. Gets it to Styles. They're going to say he got the touchdown. I thought he might have stepped out of bounds.
I think he managed just to go to the right just in time to walk it in.
Can't wait to see the replay. So that was a 20-yard touchdown reception from Jordan Styles as the Cavaliers are extending this lead right now by 10, pending the extra point. The extra point is good. Here's this replay. So Hughes with the screen. Styles with some style points, breaking a defender and decides to hug the sideline. Yeah, that just, what some would say, oily hips, able to break those types of tackles. That's why I thought he was kind of pushed out of bounds. But instead, there was no whistle, and all the great players continue to play until they hear that whistle. That's why he got those. That's why he got 6.
They decided they needed the 10-point lead back, and they made it 11.
It's an 11-point deficit right now. College Park leading on homecoming, looking for their first district win of the season, just in the second week of district play. I mean, come on. I said Jordan Styles with some style points.
Oh, I was trying not to laugh out loud there. LOL.
That is messed up. Okay, I see how it is. I hope our audience at home.
Oh, I am not kidding. I was trying not to laugh.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not trying to put you down. It was really funny.
You're sounding a little dry right now in the booth.
Oh, no, it was really good. That's just my commentator voice.
Well, we want you to have your voice, not a commentator voice. We want
Thank you.
We want that true authenticity.
I'm trying. I appreciate you letting me be here with you today. Or for you.
I'm
Either
happy
way.
you're here today. It's always great to have someone to talk to up here. Sometimes you get lost in your own thoughts.
Well, it's exciting, you know, as a director on the film crew and also a person who runs replay, it's hard not knowing the game that well, and it's very enlightening to sit here and call the plays with you.
And learn a little bit more about this wonderful game of football.
Oh, yeah, it makes you appreciate it a little bit more every time you watch it.
Unterfernger had the fair catch. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 25, just 9:45 remaining here in the half. College Park leading 17-6. Still waiting for that big play from Justin Hayes. College Park is not going to let Hayes beat them on the field. That's why he had that James Scott touchdown just a second ago. Unterferger gets a dart thrown to him and is tackled just behind the line of scrimmage.
Looks like that Unterfinger name actually originated in America, in Canada.
Oh.
I looked it up and could not find any German descent. It says it came from Canada and Americas.
Egg on my face.
North Americas.
Egg on my face.
My face too, buddy.
No, I'm Jackson. I'm kidding. I kid. He's Ryan Dickey. I'm Jackson Cochran here at Woodforest Bank Stadium. Urbe keeps it. Runs into 4 Cavalier defenders. It'll be a 3rd and 10. Oak Ridge trying to find something after their previous drive, getting that 52-yard touchdown to James Scott.
Looked like Urbe was trying to show another dart pass, but wanted to do a fake dart pass so people would try to start going towards the left so he could run it. But
and we call that a little bit of a pump fake. He didn't do a full-fledged pump fake. As I see College Park trying to bring a blitz, Urbe gets it to Scott, and that's going to be a first down. Oak Ridge has plenty of time. Just need to move slowly downfield. They get the ball back in the second half. Fresh set of downs as they move to chains. They find Hayes. He has open space. Look at him go. Cuts it back upfield. Gets himself a first down. That's one of the biggest runs of the night from the senior. See what I'm talking about?
he added plenty of yardage to his total yardage, which was, again, 550 yards.
That run puts him back in College Park territory.
I'd like to see Hayes extend his touchdowns into the double digits with this game. Or has he already?
He only has 9 touchdown rushes on the season. It would be nice to see him hit double digits as he gets pummeled in the backfield. College Park is bringing a lot of defenders. They're at least bringing 5 that I can see before the snap because they do not want to get beat by the ground game. The 2nd and 13. Lining up with 4 wide receivers. As the pocket collapses on Urbe, he turns the corner on the right side, looks to be out of bounds just short of the first down marker. They might give it to him. They're going to give him the first down. Urbe's awareness of where the first down marker was and able to extend, but we are going to have ourselves another official timeout just midway through the second quarter.
Urbe seems to like to do the quarterback sneaks or pick it up and runs, you know. What do you say is his thought process on that?
With that play, I think it was a pass that just fell apart in the backfield. There were 3 defenders that were already on him, and Urbe able to break that tackle and react, moving into the second level and having an eye on the first down marker and able to just get enough. Because where he was pushed out or where he ran out of bounds, I was looking at the line judge on the far sideline where he had his foot. I was assuming they were probably going to come and do a chain length just to see if he had the first down or not. They were going to, because then it would have been just 4th and inches. But they gave him the first down. In this drive by Oak Ridge, they're able to put some yards able to get some yards as they're moving downfield. Both teams still conversing with their coaches. Plenty of momentum in favor of Oak Ridge. It's now 1st and 10 as play's about to get resumed from the officials. And I'm now joined by Peyton Reeves. What's going on, Peyton?
It has been a minute.
Yeah, it has been. Hayes gets the handoff, and he's tackled behind the line of scrimmage yet again. I know you were doing some roaming camera work earlier.
Yep.
Able to get any sight of the game while you were filming?
I got a little bit of sight of the game here and there, but most of the time it was mostly like focus on the cheerleaders or focus on just kind of getting some cool shots here and there. So it was fun.
Okay. Well, it's been a pretty exciting game. A lot of the points have been scored here in the second quarter. A lot of big touchdown passes, if you saw. It's going to be another play action from Urbe. Pocket. He decides to keep it. Gets maybe, I think he got the first down. Yeah, they're going to say he got another first down. It's another 13-yard run from Urbe. The tandem of Hayes and Urbe. Urbe is the one who's actually, they don't want to get beat by Hayes. Obviously, College Park is getting beat on the ground from Urbe. Oak Ridge is now back in the red zone. Just halfway through the second quarter as Hayes turns the corner. Stiff arm as he's pushed out of bounds. Gets maybe two. There's only been one big play from Hayes tonight. I believe it was a 22, maybe 23-yard rush.
I was able to catch sight of that passing touchdown earlier, or one of those passing plays earlier.
I'm telling you, Hughes and Urbe threw a great ball. Especially whenever the touchdown pass reception from Scott, just running up seam as we get another play, and Urbe's going to keep it, tries to spin off a defender, but is tackled. It's going to be a loss of 2. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Looks like right now this Cavalier defense is really on their high horse, holding back this Oak Ridge offense here.
They've really been putting a lot of pressure in the trenches. They're bringing 3 down linemen. Sometimes they're bringing 5, maybe 6 defenders at times because they do not want to get beat by the run. That is what Oak Ridge has been successful with a lot this season. They've rushed for over 800 yards on the season. As Urbe decides to keep it again, as he finds plenty of opening and is short of the first down. It's going to be 2 yards shy, so it'll be a 4th and 2. And this is one of those situations where you ask yourself, Peyton, do you want to kick the field goal, take the 3, or do you want to still be aggressive because you do get the ball back in the second half? What would you do here?
See, here, if I was in charge of this, I definitely would kick the field goal here. You definitely don't have as much of a risk of trying to throw an interception and trying to have the other team try to run it back for a touchdown. So I think definitely going with the field goal there would be the safest option.
Now, they were going to decide to go for it on 4th down, but the hard count drew looked to be number 55, team captain Rima Nwansu, and that's going to be a fresh set of downs for Oak Ridge. It's now 1st and 7. 1st and goal, ball at the 7. Oak Ridge knocking on the door. Hayes, plenty of space. He crosses the goal line. The 7-yard touchdown for the senior. He eclipses 10 rushing touchdowns on the season.
And what a play there by Oak Ridge, being able to read the defense and just go straight through the middle on that run play there. And it looks like they're going to try for the extra point.
It was a high snap on the last PAT. Good snap, good hold. Kick is good. So Oak Ridge goes 75 and capitalizes with the score to narrow the deficit now. They trail College Park 13-7 with 4:24 remaining in the first half. Peyton.
What a play from both these teams. You know, we've seen Oak Ridge this first half. Like, I was kind of watching some part on the field, just seeing what just Oak Ridge, both these teams are doing tonight, just moving this football. And it's just been incredible. And just this last play and last set of downs that we've seen here, it looks very well like Oak Ridge knew what they were doing with the ball. They had complete control there, and they were able to go down the field and score some touchdowns over there.
Mm-hmm. As I was saying before you jump back in here, which we're glad to have you back in here in the booth with us, I was telling Ryan there's plenty of time because it was about 8:20-something on the clock. I said Oak Ridge has plenty of time to move it downfield. They get the ball back in the second half. All you need to do is just play your game, move downfield, get those points, and then put it in the hands of your defense. But College Park, ever since that first 3 straight drives, they put points on the board. Now the second drive they got the 32-yard field goal. Then you had the 76-yard touchdown reception to Rashal, and then the 20-yard touchdown pass over to Stiles as Erstad kicks it off. And Stiles is bobbling the ball. Stiles decides to drop on it.
Well, with 4 minutes and 21 seconds left in the half, let's see what the College Park Cavaliers offense can do here to try to hopefully gain their lead just a slight bit more.
What we've seen a lot of the season with College Park is the amount of times that they focus on the ground game. I mean, focus on the passing game. They lead. They have over 700 yards passing going into tonight's game as Hughes, pocket collapses, decides to keep it, breaks a tackle that was slatting on the tackle, but was able to just push him down. While he was almost sacked in the backfield, able to just get 1 yard. That was something.
That was a pretty crazy play there by College Park.
I just like that Hughes was telling Slatton, no thank you, lay down.
Looked like he was trying to make some breakfast there with the way he pancaked.
I like that. Stiles gets a broken tackle, gets into the second level, pushed out of bounds just at midfield. Line judge says he's just short of the 50-yard line. College Park throws it under, throws medium route throws, like to throw downfield. College Park likes to do whatever they want whenever they are in control of the football. 1st and 10. Another play over to Stiles, and he gets, I say he gets maybe 6 or 7, but there is a flag after the play was dead. Let's wait for our line judge. Might have been a little bit of unsportsmanlike. Going to wait for the referee. You see anything on that? I was thinking that was probably a potential unsportsmanlike.
It looked like there was.
Oh, yeah. I saw it. Little extracurriculars. Let's wait for the line judge. It's going to be unsportsmanlike on both squads. The penalties will offset. Need to see where they decide to line and place the ball. Been a fairly clean game tonight. Not many penalties. Playing with some emotion. They've been a little chirpy with this close of a game. It's district play. War Eagles want to keep this winning streak alive, actually want to extend to a winning streak. College Park, coming off of the loss to Conroe last week, looking to get their first district win. Hughes, play action, 3-step drop, looking downfield, decides to keep it, runs left, goes to the sideline, gets the first down.
And that was a great read by Hughes there on that side of the field. Looked like the defense there was trying to collapse the pocket, trying to get pressure on that offense, but Hughes was able to get out of that pocket and realize that there was an opening on the field to where he could gain some yards.
That it was. He looked like he had his man downfield. He was ready to just air it out. Hughes looks to Styles yet again, and Styles has some acceleration. That's another back-to-back first down. Sam Slayton, senior linebacker, making the tackle. College Park looking to extend the lead. Just 3 minutes remaining here in the half. Another underneath throw. Forward motion will make it an incomplete pass. Looking for Tate Chenowanick.
And it'll be 2nd and 10 here with 2 minutes and 58 seconds left in regulation.
Plenty of time. College Park still has 1 timeout left in the half. Hughes pitches it back. That was over to Alameda. Gets maybe 4? No, I think that he got – they're going to say he got 3. Oh, they got a 3, so it's 3rd and 7. Ball at the 25.
College Park getting a play from the sideline here.
4 wide receivers lined up. Styles in motion. Hughes looking downfield. Aims to the sideline. Finds Rochelle. Rochelle. It's going to be a first down. College Park is officially back in the red zone just 2 minutes before the half ends. All they need is 15 yards.
I mean, what a drive this has been. College Park started at the other end of the field, and now they're towards the other end zone. It's kind of crazy tonight.
Styles in motion. Ooh, thrown in double coverage, looking for Rashal. Hughes, I don't know if you weren't able to hear this because you were out doing some Roman camera stuff, but Rashal is one of Hughes' favorite targets. It's a split between him and Styles. Styles has now 4 touchdowns on the season. Rashal needs to get his touchdown for the night from Hughes, and that'll make him extend his lead. It's kind of been a back and forth. But, yeah, both wide receivers now have 4 touchdowns on the year. As Hughes just throws, it was almost intercepted. I think it might have hit the ground. Yeah, they're going to rule it incomplete. But Jaden Kennedy selling it really well for the 3rd and 10. A lot of pressure.
And it'll be 3rd and 10 with 1 minute and 40 left in the half.
Okay. Hughes pitches it to Rashal. Actually, it's Styles. Styles jukes the defender, rushes in for a touchdown. Styles with a 15-yard rush. 2 touchdowns of the night. Woo!
What a drive by College Park there. It was a great set of downs for the Cavaliers.
Great run by Styles, making the defender miss. That was Jaden Barnes. The extra point is good, so it is now 24-13. Cavaliers leading with 1:33 left in the half, seeing both schools getting their band and drill team ready. But Styles, again with some style points, finding the end zone. Yeah, I'm doing that tonight. I see you over there, Ryan. Styling and profiling.
I gave him a little bit of a finger guns over there.
Been a fun back and forth. Ever since the 3-and-out, College Park has put points on the board in 4 straight drives.
What a fun weekend of football this has been.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, last night we had
Battle of the undefeateds.
And then tonight we have Battle of the Woods, almost.
That's true. The Battle of the Oaks is coming up later this season with Grand Oaks and Oak Ridge. Now, Unterfinger is going to call for the fair catch, which will be a touchback, and they'll line up at the 25. Watching the head referee put it in between the seams.
All right, and Oak Ridge's offense will line up on about the 25-yard line here. 1st and 10 with 1:33 left in the half. And it looks like it's a quarterback keeper. You'll get about maybe 4 or 5 on that is what it looks like. We got 3 on that. So it'll be 2nd and 7.
Like how he was following his lineman. I could see that College Park is playing back a little bit with the defensive backs. They do not want to allow this to be another huge touchdown pass.
Wrapped up in the backfield over there by the sideline.
I do see that Oak Ridge has all 3 timeouts. They can easily control the clock if they're trying to move downfield, but I do see that the play clock is going as long with the game clock. Wait. There should have been a timeout. They're going to need to reset the clock somewhere. Because obviously, as the game clock was still moving, they were going to both the sidelines, and the game clock was still moving. Well, it was Milton. They're asking to reset it at 1 minute on the game clock. Seeing the referee talk to the trying to get the game clock reset to 1 minute. There's a little bit of mic. They're having some technical difficulties with the microphone. Play won't resume until they reset that game clock.
Still having technical issues over here with the mic.
And still needing to get that game clock reset to 1 minute.
Need some Jeopardy music over here.
It's unfortunate, especially whenever they have the momentum and getting a lot of the plays from the sideline. All right, they're getting it back set at for 60 seconds on the game clock. Now we have the 60 seconds. We're going to have play resume. Urbe in the gun. Hayes to the right of him. Urbe throwing deep. Looking for Scott yet again. He caught it. They're going to say he had it.
Wow, what a catch down there.
Woo-hoo. Let's see that again on the replay. Urbe, plenty of time. Looked like he could do his taxes back there whenever he's ready to. And finds Scott on the sideline, one-on-one, tight coverage, beating the defender. Love to see it as they are now just 24 yards away to adding 6 on the board. Play clock is still running. Oak Ridge still has 2 timeouts. Urbe throws a missile over to Ricky Stukes. Stukes gets tackled. Oak Ridge is going to take the timeout. They have 35 seconds remaining here in the half. Seeing a lot of confidence from Urbe. Didn't know he had that much power in his arm. He's been running quite a bit this season. I know he has 3 passing touchdowns, now 4 with the touchdown to Scott, but he has turned the ball over quite a bit. That's kind of been the storyline a little bit from Oak Ridge this season. The amount of turnovers. Urbe's had 6 interceptions thrown. He did fumble the ball earlier tonight. I do like how he plays like he just doesn't let these turnovers get to him. Kind of like old Theodore Lasso. Coach Theodore Lasso tells you to play like a goldfish.
Yeah.
You just forget it. That's a Ted Lasso reference if you didn't know.
Yeah.
One of the better shows to come out in the last 5 years.
This is a show that does help you learn slightly a little bit of soccer, but more of a lot more positivity.
Oh, yeah. Being so positive. It's just a warm hug of a show.
It really is.
There are some highs and lows, but they want you to end on that high. As Urbe lines up, Hayes. Urbe keeps it. There's plenty of space. He's running towards the pylon, and he gets in for the touchdown. Urbe goes 20 yards.
And just like that, Oak Ridge is closing in on College Park now.
A lot of points have been scored here in this second quarter. Urbe 1 touchdown on the ground, 1 in the air. And Oak Ridge gets the ball back right at the half.
So they'll be coming off a drive here, a great offensive drive by them. And then they will come back and get the ball back right after the half. So they will have another chance at hopefully trying to get back to that end zone.
And even taking the lead. They have not had a lead at all. They've been trailing College Park the entire game. College Park put the first 3 points on the board. And Oak Ridge has just been trailing the entire time. As we see the Oak Ridge War Eagle ROTC in the north end zone start to do the push-ups for the score. Peyton, you want to go down there and do some push-ups with them?
I'll think about it in the second half, possibly.
It's a simple yes or no. There's no gray area when it comes to push-ups. You're either going to do them or you're not. Don't shrug at me up here. Okay. College Park, 1 timeout, 28 seconds. Can they go the distance? We're waiting to see. We're just standing by for kickoff. Erstad kicked it deep earlier to start the game off, but since then he's been kicking in between the 20 and the 30. Styles had a little bit of a bobble that he decided to fall on the last time College Park had the ball. So high kick. It's going to be signaled for a fair catch. That's Tate Chawanick. Tate Chawanick. That is a mouthful. Chawanick. Starting at their own 25, 75 yards, 28 seconds. It's been done before. Can they do it?
It's really a question if they will be able to be in their own heads on these plays or not. That's really what football is. Football is more of a mental game than it is a physical game. I mean, obviously it's a lot of physical. There's a lot of tackling. There's a lot of throwing the football. There's a lot of running. But more of it's who's the stronger team mentally. Who's going to want to win this game and who's going to want to have the mental stability to want to win this game.
4 wide receivers. Ball's actually at the 30. Throw it to Chawanick. Gets out of bounds. Chawanick. All right. 23 seconds. Chawanick going out of bounds. Being mindful where the sideline is. A couple underneath throws from College Park looking for the home run. Throws to Styles. Gets tackled at the line. Play clock, game clock is actually still going. It's now at 10. I think that College Park is just going to let the clock wind down.
I mean, it looked like they were in no rush at all to try to make a play before the half.
Hey, you're going into halftime with a lead. Get yourself a breather. Perfectly fine. A little bit of an extended halftime due to homecoming. And College Park, they're leading 24-20. Now, Oak Ridge will be getting the ball back in the second half, but we're going to mute ourselves, and we hope you enjoy the festivities. Obviously, Oak Ridge will be playing, and the drill team will be dancing. Color guards are going to be color guarding. And then we will have the homecoming festivities from College Park, from the court. We hope you enjoy the halftime.
Ladies and gentlemen, due to homecoming festivities at halftime, the Cavalier Marching Band will perform its marching show immediately after the game. We would love for you to stick around and watch all the hard work the mighty Cavalier Band has put in to perform their new show this year, titled Waiting. You'll be glad to stay and watch, and there will definitely be less traffic.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. After the band starts. Or before the band starts, and then I start introducing after. Okay, you start to say. Sorry, I thought you meant the other thing. Okay. Sure.
Why don't I hold the mic? Because then you know,
Okay.
I think you'll be more confident. Because you're not, I'll tell you when to go.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Good evening. My name is Riley Schmidt, and I am the Executive Board Coordinator of the Woodlands College Park High School Student Council. I would like to welcome you to the Woodlands College Park halftime presentation of our 2025 Homecoming Corps. Tonight is an exciting and memorable night for the Cavalier family. The TWCP Student Council, under the direction of our sponsor, Mrs. Tanya Brack, will be presenting the winners of the 2024 Homecoming Corps. Our student body, President Andrea Montalvin, will be crowning the Queen, and our Vice President, James Massey, will be crowning the King. At this time, I would like to introduce the Woodlands College Park High School's 2024 Homecoming Corps. Sorry. I'm good. Okay. I just needed a second to breathe. Introducing freshman representative Marin Spake, escorted tonight by her father, Brian Spake. Introducing freshman representative Barton West, escorted tonight by his mother, Courtney West. Introducing sophomore representative Christian Hernandez, escorted tonight by his mother, Carmen Hernandez. Introducing sophomore representative Kylie Rose, escorted tonight by her father, Jason Rose. Introducing junior representative Elena Castaneda, escorted tonight by her father, Frank Castaneda. Introducing junior representative Jackson Bennett, escorted tonight by his mother, Carolyn Bennett. Introducing Senior Representative Armando Mercado, escorted tonight by his father, Antonio Mercado, and his mother, Anna Feliciano. Armando would like to attend A&M University and become a veterinarian. Introducing Senior Representative Arushi Pandy, escorted tonight by her father, Dharmendra Pandy. Arushi plans to attend Johns Hopkins University and major in molecular and cellular biology. Introducing Senior Representative Sophia Perez, escorted tonight by her mother, Lori Crane. Sophia plans to attend Texas A&M University and major in biomedical science. Introducing Senior Representative Andrew Cole, escorted tonight by his mother, Missy Cole. Andrew plans to major in aerospace engineering. Introducing Senior Representative Aiden Barnes, escorted tonight by his mother, Candace Barnes. Aiden plans to attend Texas A&M University and major in applied science. Introducing Senior Representative Natalie Dixon, escorted tonight by her father, Steve Dixon. Natalie plans to attend University of Alabama and will pursue a pre-med track. Introducing Senior Representative Gia Esparza, escorted tonight by her mother, Doreen Esparza. Gia plans to attend Texas State University and major in sports media or advertising. Introducing Senior Representative Aiden Kwan, and escorted tonight by his mother, Elise Kwan. Aiden plans to attend Texas A&M University and major in biomedical science. At this time, I would like to present to you the winners of the Woodlands College Park High School's 2024 Homecoming Court. Lord Senior Representative Aiden Barnes, congratulations. Yes, ma'am. Lady Senior Representative Arushi Pandy, congratulations. Duchess Senior Representative Natalie Dixon, congratulations. Duke Senior Representative Armando Mercado, congratulations. Prince Senior Representative Aiden Kwan, congratulations. Princess Senior Representative Sophia Perez, congratulations. And your 2024 Homecoming King is Senior Representative Andrew Cole, congratulations. And your 2024 Homecoming Queen is Senior Representative Gia Esparza. Congratulations! Congratulations to all the Woodlands College Park High School's 2024 Homecoming Court. This is a great honor. Student Council would like to thank everyone that helped make this event possible. Thank you and good night.
And a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, please stick around after the game because the band is going to perform after the game is over.
Well, there you have it, everyone who has been watching with us at home. Your new homecoming king and queen for College Park of the 2024 year is King Andrew Cole and Queen Gia Esparza, right?
That is correct.
Yeah. Hey, Ryan's back up in here. Peyton was doing some more roaming camera duties. He's back on the sideline at the moment. He'll join us sometime later in the broadcast. But Ryan, it's been a very, very eventful first half.
I think that I was their good luck charm. I stepped away, and Oak Ridge was closing the gap.
Your College Park's good luck charm.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think I was Oak Ridge's.
I'm just asking.
Good luck
you
charm.
could be anyone's good luck charm. That's fine.
So, fun fact, Oak Ridge is actually my alma mater.
Well, Conroe's my alma mater.
There we go. Both CISD students.
Grand Oaks wasn't up yet, obviously, and College Park, whenever I was in high school, that wasn't built yet.
I often say that I was born a little too early because Oak Ridge, as you can see they are running in now, are red and blue, was not my favorite colors, but I do like orange and blue, so kind of jealous that I didn't get to be grandfathered into Grand Oaks.
Would you have actually been in the zone for Grand Oaks?
No, but I always rode the buses because my mom was a bus driver and a router for the district, so I probably couldn't have gone there, but I would have really tried to get on that bus.
Speaking of bus drivers, little plug for the Conroe Independent School District. I know that they are always in need of bus drivers. You can go to the Conroe Independent School District website if you are interested in looking for work and would like to be a bus driver. Go ahead and try to look for more information. I wish I had that in front of me that I could provide, but I believe you just go to the Conroe Independent School District website. You can find that information. I know that a lot of the schools do have a huge banner that's plastered right near the bus depot, where like pretty much where they have the buses come in and depart at the schools. I see it anytime I pass Oak Ridge, anytime I pass Grand Oaks. Those are the two schools that I typically see a lot of.
They do, and they do also give you great training, and they will let you that you don't need a CDL to get hired. They will train you to get your CDL in order to drive the bus. So if that's stopping you from applying, don't let it.
Okay. I know we needed to get back to the football at hand, especially with Oak Ridge. They're already lining up ready to receive here in the second half. We have 24 minutes remaining in regulation. We have 2 quarters left of football. Ryan, let's talk about a few of these plays that happened. If you look, I wish we had stats that we could put on the screen for you, but I'll just read a few of them out for you. College Park, 5 drives in the first half. After the 3-and-out, the 32-yard field goal, the 76-yard touchdown pass to Rashal, the 20-yard touchdown pass to Stiles, and then the 15-yard rushing touchdown from Stiles. As College Park decides to kick it off now, there's number 33, Alec Hargis, and Aguilar is going to return it. Gets tackled near the 37. And while both teams are huddling up before they line up, let's talk about Oak Ridge real quick. You know, they also had the ball 5 times. They had a 3-and-out as well. They were making some momentum, and then Urbe had the fumble. But since then, the 52-yard touchdown pass to Scott, the 7-yard touchdown rush by Hayes, and the 20-yard touchdown rush by Urbe. And Urbe and Hayes are lined back up, ready to start this second half.
It's been a really close first half. I'm expecting a really close second half.
Dynamite analysis. I'm just kidding. College Park looking to bring the blitz because they see that Hayes is getting the handoff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Cavaliers in the mix.
Looks like for the Cavaliers, Jacob Davis, who is a junior defensive lineman, made the tackle there. Oh, I apologize.
It's okay. It was Jeremiah Johnson. It was Jeremiah Johnson. It's okay. Remember, you're new. You're new.
I am new. Thank you.
You're finding your wings. You're under my wing right now. Another low snap. Urbe decides to keep it with an open lane. He's got plenty of room on the field. He puts on the burners. The acceleration is gone. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. That is a touchdown for Oak Ridge. They take their first lead of the night.
You know, I often say that you're not human if you don't make a mistake at least once while you're doing your job, but it didn't look like he made one mistake on that run.
It was the biggest hole on a busted play, and Irbe has the Jets. Especially when he got to the second level, hitting that top speed. So Oak Ridge is ready for the extra point. A little bit of a high snap, but they were able to get the extra point.
Irbe likes to hit that run game, it seems, and here comes the replay.
Yeah.
Right through the hole.
Just a
Didn't
little
pass
side
through
to side.
Not even looking back. He just goes all the way. He knows he has it. And I believe that is the first that Oak Ridge is now in the lead.
Yep.
For this game tonight.
They lead by 3, 27-24, just into the third quarter. I believe that was a 64-yard run. From Irbe, and that's his second rushing touchdown of the night. He's trying to close in on Hayes rushing on the year. Like Erstad, teeing it up. Every single player tends to have a routine that they follow. And the one thing that I see, Erstad likes to favor that left hash as he kicks it downfield. He doesn't kick it downfield that often. And College Park is going to keep it. Starting at the 7. Actually, they're starting at the 4, and plenty of space. Nice return. There is a flag at the end of the run. So that was number 10, Javonis Young, waiting for the sideline and the head referee to let us know what was going on. Maybe they pushed him out late. But Young ran into a flock of War Eagles on the sideline. Yes, I'm very punny. You got to love what you do.
That was great. Really enjoyed that one.
So the penalty is on Oak Ridge. Still some mic difficulty from the head referee judge. So following the run, it's going to be a 15-yard penalty. I think it was an unsportsmanlike.
Just a small correction on the flock of eagles. A group of eagles are actually called an area of eagles or a convocation of eagles.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Distracted me after there's a handoff to a goalie. It gets just breaking a tackle and able to make some movement and get into the second level for a first down. Cavaliers looking to regain their lead, who held the lead for full half, now down by 3. Styles, spin move, spinning again, tackled.
Reed Dawson had the tackle there.
Good catch. I really want to do it. But I'm holding back about Styles.
I see what you're saying.
It's a challenge. I can't overuse it tonight.
During that play, number 4, Marco Beltran almost had the runner, but was actually blocked.
Hughes, it's a quarterback keeper with the fake. Getting to the second level. Tackled near the 15. Great design run for College Park as they are now back in the red zone looking to strike back and regain their lead. College Park will not go quietly into the good night. No, they won't. That was number 1. Looks like James Scott is playing some defense right now. So Scott playing back, high safety. Hughes decides to keep it as he slides. He gave up just short of the first down marker. It'll be a 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1 at the 4. Plenty of time. College Park needs to get a quick breather. They have 20 seconds to snap the ball. A goalie in the backfield. Lined up to the right of Hughes. 4 wide receivers. Chwanik went in motion. Hughes decides to keep it again as he bounces off the right side. As he was getting tackled, it was right at the 1. Need to compliment Hughes getting tackled, making sure that he was falling forward to get the positive yardage. And that is a first down. It's 1st and goal at the 1. Cavaliers line up, look to be a quarterback sneak, and they cross the plane. Hughes gets in for the score.
Now, would you say more often than not that when they are that close to the end zone, that kind of a play is almost guaranteed to go in, or do you see it 50-50 on blocks?
Not necessarily, because if you look, a lot of quarterbacks in high school and even in college now, they don't line up under center that often. When you do see them line up underneath the center as the point after, it's good. Now, College Park regains their lead by 4. It's now 31-27, almost 4 minutes into the 3rd quarter. Most of the time, Ryan, you do see some high percentage success rates with a play like that. But as I'm saying, you will look at in the pros, most quarterbacks will line up under center. They'll line up out of the gun. But nowadays in high school and in college, you don't see that many offenses line up directly under center. They're always in a shotgun spread style.
Is that so they can actually make an audible, or if that's what you call it, and make a throw if they need to?
Honestly, I really don't know what changed, but a lot more offensive successes happen out of the gun. And it's just how the game has evolved. But there are some college players, as College Park kicks it off, Aguilar's deciding to keep it as he's trying to run towards the far sideline. He finds a small little crease. The ball does come out. Waiting. Out of the scrum, they threw it back to the line judge. Oak Ridge was able to recover the fumble, and we'll see their second drive of the half.
Now, was that considered a pooch kick, or was that just it didn't have enough power to make it as far as he wanted it?
I would say it typically is a pooch kick. It's a safe kick. They don't want to risk kicking it deep and having these fast return specialists get positive yards, because you don't see that many kickoff returns, and we can go into that a little bit more in a second as Urbe lines up. Hayes to his right. Hand it off to Hayes. Goes to the left. Gets plenty of space as he runs out of bounds. No, just with how everything has been going with kickoffs, if you look from the professional level down, they started that new dynamic kickoff because they're trying to get more movement back into the game. And I was talking with the head play-by-play guy from Houston Christian this past weekend, and he was asking me, what do I think about the dynamic kickoff? I was like, because we're thinking, will it eventually move its way down to college and then move its way down to the high school level? Because that's why he was asking me. As Urbe decides to keep it, maybe a yard, which will bring 3rd and 1. That's something that you're not really sure of, because this is the first year that dynamic kickoff is happening in the NFL. we want to see what will eventually happen.
I'm sure it will be decided by the NFL, right? Because you want to
Well,
train these guys up to that.
Yes, but you are taking some aspects out of the game. Obviously, they're trying to get more in touch with player safety, which it's all about that, as there's a flag. Looks to be a false start.
What I actually heard about that new dynamic kick is that it allows for more of a running game instead of calling for a safe catch, which you see often. And
Exactly.
It just kills the clock.
It's typically a touchback, and when it does get a touchback now in the NFL, they line up at the 30. Used to be a touchback would line up at the 20, then it moved to the 25, now it's at the 30. And some kickers are still deciding, okay, yeah, let them go 70 yards. It might get to the point where they might have them start at the 35. Then you'll see more kickoffs. It's a 3rd and 6 now for Oak Ridge. Urbe, plenty of time, decides to keep it himself, sees an open lane. You saw he had a 64-yarder earlier. He decides to give himself up.
Marco Beltran ran over in front of Urbe, forcing him to get down. He had 3 defenders on him right there.
With College Park eliminating Hayes' run tonight, Urbe has been cashing in because we're at Woodforest Bank Stadium. Fresh set of downs for the War Eagles. Scott gets a little hitch. It looks to be a 5-yard reception as he was pushed out of bounds.
Looked like Tim Thomas wrapped him up there.
And Tim Thomas does have an interception on the season for College Park. There's an assortment of players on College Park who actually have had interceptions on the year. Thomas, Beltran, Legger. Or was that David Sands? No, it was David Sands. My apologies.
Is there any relation in Beltran there?
To which Beltran?
Wasn't there an MLB Beltran?
Carlos Beltran.
Oh, Beltran, sorry.
Beltran. Urbe kept it. It's 3rd and short, but they might give him the first down. I'm seeing where the line judge is. They're going to get a measurement. No, it's actually, that's going to be a timeout. Well, those of you that have been tuning in with us tonight, we hope you've been enjoying the broadcast and enjoying the game. I've been enjoying this game. This is a very competitive game. High scoring, but also competitive, as the referees are actually off to get a measurement right now. I think they got it. Yep.
It looks
That's
like
a first down. They're going to move those chains. But for those of you that are with us on the broadcast that couldn't be here at Woodforest Bank Stadium tonight, we kindly ask, if you have not done so yet, that you would subscribe to our channel. Whether you're on your phone, your tablet, computer, your smart TV, just click that subscribe button and hit that little bell to the left. It'll notify you anytime we go live here at Woodforest Bank Stadium, whether it be a Thursday or Friday night. Urbe, pump fakes, gets tackled. Oh, he's still fighting. He gets tackled. That is team captain, senior defensive lineman, Rima Nwasu. Not letting Urbe escape him. But yeah, for those of you that are away from us here at the bank, please feel free to subscribe to our channel. And by clicking the bell, it'll let you know anytime we go live throughout the remainder of the season. We're going to be with you all the way until late November. There's another play over to Aguilar. Getting positive yards, I'd say it's going to be a 3rd and 5.
Beltran makes great effort, number 4, to get right where the run's about to go to make that stop.
Yeah. You're doing good. Urbe. Looks to be some movement from Hayes, but there is no flag. Decides to try to get rid of it. Scott was not looking for the ball. Urbe did throw into double coverage. It's going to be a 4th and 5.
Doesn't look like we'll get a replay there, but David Sands, number 6, was looking to try to intercept that ball, but it was just a little too high for him.
I don't know if Erstad has the range for a field goal here. It would be most likely a 45 at the longest, but Oak Ridge is going to keep it. Go for it. It's a 4th and 5. Urbe keeps it. Well, he was. It's going to be a turnover on downs. Urbe thought he had something there. Sorry, Ryan, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say it was a tough call to try to go for it right there. They weren't that close to the first down.
No.
But they were wanting to make sure that they could try to secure another was it 4 downs to be able to
it'd be a fresh set of downs. He was just trying to get 5 yards.
I was going to say drive, and I knew that wasn't the right word because the drive is the entire thing.
He made his first look. He was looking down there, his first read. Apparently didn't see anything that he liked. Thought he had an opening, and as he started to make it, the line, that hole that he saw, just closed up right away.
Oh, the Horsemen's were all over him.
The Horsemen? Nice big opening drive gain. That was Jaden, a goalie. Gets the first down. Hughes, pump fakes, looking to the sideline. Ooh, I like that. That was Javonis Young. He was jumping up trying to find it. It was man-to-man coverage. So Caleb Uresti was the defensive back. And that's going to be a 2nd and down. A 2nd down.
Took a second for my brain to switch that.
College Park had the ball?
Yes. I looked at the wrong roster and had to stop.
I've made that mistake before too.
Yep.
Hughes hands it off. Looks to be a 7. So a goalie gets 7. Makes it 3rd and short.
Looks like Joey Johnson stopped that, number 12. Oh, number 17, I'm sorry, Jaden Kennedy.
Yeah, that's his year. It's okay. He's a senior. Styles gets a loss on the pass. The throw underneath makes it a loss and is now 4th and 4, maybe 4th and 5. College Park, fine with their lead, going to go ahead and punt it. So the touchdown streak for College Park ends after 4 straight drives. Now they get to punt it off with a 3 and out. The goalie goes in motion. They're going to keep it. Marco Beltran trying to get some positive yardage. He got the first down.
Big play right there by Marco Beltran.
College Park had something special on special teams. Marco Beltran, the junior, going to extend this drive as they are now in War Eagle territory. College Park looking to strike. Hughes hands it off to a goalie, following his tackle. That was a beautiful design run. A goalie was just following Kamari Evans. You could see, I don't think we're going to be able to get that replay. He had his hand right on his tackle's back, keeping that separation, letting him lead. You like it whenever those linemen get off the line to the second level, because then they can really make a hit. They're building up that momentum. Hughes decides to keep it. Still standing, still pumping his legs. Oh, man. It's now going to be a second, maybe a 2nd and 4.
The way they're running this ball, it's almost taking the entire War Eagles off or defense to stop them. Looks like they've gone about 25 yards since that play, or probably 20 yards since that play, where they were able to get the ball back.
They're going to have a – I thought it was going to be a jet sweep. Chawanik, I thought he was going to get the handoff, but instead Hughes kept it and was tackled behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5. It's now 3rd and 8.
What play would you call at 3rd and 8 right here?
Well, since it's a 3rd and long, I would go with a pass play. Try to see if any of the receivers lined up in the slot in the middle of the field. As it was an out route, was a slot receiver. Gets the first down. That was number 7, Clint Rashall. So, yeah.
Worked out.
Worked out. Just a quick out. Rashall aware of where the first down marker was, able to extend as he was catching it. And yeah, fresh set of downs. College Park keeping this drive alive. Got to go to my score sheet, change that 3 and out since they had that fake. Styles, yet again. Styles has plenty of speed in open space, and he gets his 3rd touchdown of the night. Styles is stylish.
Styles broke away from Caleb Uristi, number 9, and Andrew Trujillo, number 26, to get that touchdown.
Just the way that he was able to spin and then start moving up, stop on a dime, juke, pick his acceleration back up, and get that score. It's ridiculous.
A lot of quick thinking on his feet as 33 kicks it in.
Hargis has the extra point successful. As the 3rd quarter is concluding, see, here's the replay. Just that juke move right there, and even just pushing away from the defender. I think that was 26, Andrew Trujillo. But the way that Styles pushed and started continuing to run, forgive me, that was number 24, Blake Boudreaux, the linebacker.
Yeah, it looked like he actually got away from 26-9 and 24.
But Styles is having himself a night. The junior wide receiver is making himself known.
Beckett Cox about to kick the ball.
That he is.
Small kick.
Little intermediate kick. And Oak Ridge is going to return it. That was Bryce Coleman. Gets maybe to the 40.
I see what you're saying. You don't allow them to get a lot of momentum in their run. So I can see the benefit of it. Not knowing a lot about football, it just seems like you could stop them at the 20 or 30, but I guess you'd have to kick it really high and far to let that air time allow your runners to get over there to defend.
And it does take time. It is a lot of practice. Because I know that some schools have actually recruited soccer players to be on their kicking team if they're willing to put in the double duty.
Does Connor ISD have any female kickers this year? I know we've had them in the past.
I am not sure. Hayes goes in motion, comes back. He's going to run to the left side, and is tackled just at the line of scrimmage. So Bryce Cooper, the junior linebacker, able to make the stop.
Yeah, Bryce Cooper was right there, as well as, I guess you guessed it,
Beltran.
Beltran, number 4. He's the guy to look at right now.
Play action. Looking for the home run, just short of James Scott's hands. Trying to get one hand on it, trying to pull Odell Beckham, a little Randy Moss.
Looked like if he would have got that, Tim Thomas would have been right on him. Number 0. He is a senior this year.
Yeah, playing tight. Maybe just a yard over his head. Third and long. 4 seconds left here in the third. College Park leading 38-27. It's going to be an incomplete pass. Urbe almost threw it a little too late from the line of scrimmage. Could have been a penalty. Able to get that off with his throwing motion. Now it's 4th and 10. But that does it for the third quarter.
It sure goes by fast when you're sitting right here watching the game.
Goes by fast when there's a lot of action going on. College Park was able to come back and regain their lead here in the third. They're leading 38-27, 12 minutes to go. College Park looking for their first district win. Oak Ridge trying to make it a winning streak. It's anyone's game. 12 minutes of football left here at Woodforest Bank Stadium.
This has been a great week for the Woodforest Bank Stadium. You had Willis in the Woodlands last night with Willis having an end-game kick to
game-winning field goal.
Yeah, game-winning field goal to make it 45-42, and now we're sitting here 38-27 with the Cavaliers in the lead. But it's still anybody's game.
Still anyone's game. As cliche as it sounds. Oak Ridge is going to bring out the punting team. James Scott. Lined up deep over at the 27. Able to get it off. Beltran says, get away. Oh, he decides to keep it, and he has plenty of space. He's still running down the sideline. He's cutting back, deciding to go back through on the 20. He's going to get himself a touchdown.
If I was needing an example of why you don't want to do what I thought you should be doing for the kicks, Beltran just showed it.
He recovered it from the 19. That's going to be an 81-yard punt return. He recovered on the bounce. 81 yards to the house.
He saw that bounce actually roll back towards the end zone and decided those runners, I'm sorry, I do not know who is actually going after him. If it's a defensive team, I know it's a special team.
Once it swaps, they're now considered defensive players.
Okay, so Oak Ridge War Eagles had their defensive team running after that ball, but they were definitely overrunning and thought that he was going to let it just go by, and he didn't, as we'll be able to see in the replay here.
So Scott had a beautiful kick, great distance. You see, Beltran did say no, but then he saw a favorable bounce and decided to go with it. He had that lane. He went back up, just great vision in reacting, and able to go 81 yards untouched.
It's funny how the mind works. I totally thought that went back the other way on the bounce, and he just ran towards it. Interesting.
Oblong-shaped ball.
Can go anywhere.
Yep. It was very close. Now, College Park semi-running away with it, leading 45-27. Just 11:41 left in the game.
Now we can see if the Cavaliers defense can come back. You think during halftime they had a Braveheart speech in the locker room?
I think the Highlanders would.
Good point.
So Hunter Unterfinger returns it. Signal for the fair catch. It's going to start at the 30 for Oak Ridge. Oak Ridge needing to get some points on the board to be back in this game. Urbe and Hayes, the tandem. Oh! With the snap, there is a flag on the play at the end. Thrown over at the 31. Urbe was signaling something to one of his linemen, and the center must have thought, oh, time to snap it. But instead, it's a false start on the offense instead of being a sack for College Park. Better on the stat line.
As somebody who's still trying to learn the game, it is very difficult when they throw that penalty flag to know what's happening. I have to wait until the call is made by the ref.
Especially where they threw it. It was closer to the line of scrimmage. You would assume where the flag actually is thrown, where the penalty occurred on the field, as Urbe decides to keep it, but the line is just plugged up by defenders. It's a nice stunt by the defensive line, able to plug up that hole.
Rima Nuwasu, number 55, was able to finish that plug.
2nd and 14. College Park bringing the blitz. Hayes able to pick it up. But he is sacked in the backfield. That is now number 13, Lane Legger. Lane Legger able to bring them down for the sack. That was 21, Jacoby Williams on the blitz. It's 3rd and 15 for Oak Ridge.
Looks like there's an 18-point spread. Still 10 and a half minutes in this game.
A lot of defenders back. Hayes gets the handoff, but this front line for College Park is putting in work. That was Esteban Asong.
Doing snow angels, or as I guess you would call it, turf angels.
He was actually doing a turf angel?
He was doing a turf angel.
I did not catch that.
Or, well, we are in Houston. Let's just call it what it is. Humidity angel. You're cutting through the humidity
I
here.
am a little curious what the temperature is like on the field. I know it was high at kickoff with the humidity. I believe it was like 97. According to my watch, it's 84. Maybe the humidity it feels around 86 or 87 as Scott kicks it back. Beltran doing the I'm waving it off. Slayton making sure that he was on Beltran in case he wanted to try to fool him yet again.
Well, Jackson, as they set up here, I believe Peyton's back from roaming camera, and he wants to get on with you for the remainder of this game. It's been a pleasure calling it with you, sir.
Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you. See you guys later. I hope you enjoy the rest of the game.
As the defenses As the defense and offense line up, Peyton is putting his cans over his ears.
And we are live back in the fourth quarter.
We've been live the entire time.
Well, I've been down on the sideline.
It's a 1st and 10. Hughes keeping it. Running, gets the first down, breaks a tackle. He's continuing to run. There is a flag thrown over by the 50. Actually, that was Chewanik on the run.
And
Was that Chewanik? That was Chewanik.
And it looks like there's a timeout.
Yeah, we do have ourselves an official timeout. Chewanik with a big gain. Waiting to see what the referees say on the penalty. It's right over at midfield. Maybe there was a block in the back or a hold going trying to get those extra yardage. Depending on where the spot is. They spot the ball over at the Oak Ridge 40. Actually, the Oak Ridge 42, but they're bringing it back. It must have been a hold by College Park on the gain. Yep, hold.
Yeah, it is confirmed that there was a holding on College Park.
They still get the first down, but they're going to – the penalty is going to happen right where the foul occurred, and they're going to push that 10-yard penalty back. But it's still a 1st and 10 now. They're back in their own territory as the players lining back up. Chewanik still back in the backfield. Chewanik hands it off. I believe that is Almadia as he's getting more. He's still up. He's at the 20-10. Did he get down? He was tackled just a yard shy of the end zone. Saved by James Scott.
Wow, what a play. So it looks like College Park will have it from their 1-yard line here.
It's a 58-yard run, and they're trying to punch it in here, waiting for their – I see the line judge. He says it's a touchdown for College Park. The Cavs continuing to put the hurt on Oak Ridge here in the fourth.
And the Cavaliers have officially broken 50 points. What a game this has been tonight, folks.
Waiting for the point after. Hargis. It's been perfect tonight. It's good.
All right, well, with 8.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, Cavaliers up 52-27 over the War Eagles. More on this next.
Wasn't able to see who was under center on that play. If anything, it was probably Chewanik. They lined up really quick for the touchdown. It's been a hard-fought battle for both squads tonight. College Park making sure that they are not going to leave Woodforest Bank Stadium with a loss, especially on homecoming. You want that momentum going into the dance. Is the dance will be tomorrow night, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. So far removed from all the high school dances, the traditions, the pageantry. What say you? Looks to be another pooch kick, going to be fair caught by Unterfinger. Oak Ridge bringing their offense back out. It's the fourth time we're going to see this Oak Ridge offense this half. Urbe and Hayes. College Park bringing 6. Finds Scott at the sideline, breaking a tackle. Maybe 4-yard reception. That brings up 2nd and 6. Oak Ridge needs to go 70 yards to try to stop the bleeding.
And we've seen that from a bunch of teams just playing in Wood Forest these past couple weeks. You know, we've seen offenses down maybe 70, 80, 90 yards down the field and them come back and score.
Hayes gets the handoff, trying to turn the corner. Lowers his head, gets pushed out of bounds at the sideline. That was 21 Jacoby Williams on the stop. Four yards makes it a 3rd and 2. But College Park does not want Hayes to have any big runs tonight. They've only allowed 1 run over 20 yards. If anything, it's just been Urbe who's been using his legs more. As Urbe keeps it. Stiff arms the defender. Pushed out of bounds. Actually, they did say that Hayes had the first down. So now it'll be 2nd down. You know, Peyton, I actually did get confirmation that the dance is tomorrow night for College Park from 8:30 to 11:30. I may have an in at College Park. There might be a relative of mine that is a student that goes there, my niece. Hey, Addison. Scott. Oh, it looks to be that it was going to be a pass interference as Scott was the intended target. But that was an interception from College Park. Waiting to see from the penalty.
It may have looked like he tried to swat his hand away at the last second.
They both had... Watching the replay on here, there's still... So the pass interference will be on College Park. So Urbe from the line, it'll be 15 yards. It's not like the NFL where the spot of the foul is where you actually get to put the ball. It's now going to be fresh set of downs.
If you're Urbe here, you're feeling pretty confident. You just got a fresh set of downs. You got a lot of time here to run the football, get the football down the field to try to score and try to get back in this ball game.
As both teams, I believe that that is a timeout for Oak Ridge as their first timeout of the half. 7:17 left. Peyton, I know you're trailing a lot if you're Oak Ridge. I like the aggressiveness, taking that shot downfield. Benefited you by getting the pass interference with a fresh set of downs. But this College Park defense has been ruthless tonight. They're bringing 5, maybe 6 at a time because they're not trying to let Oak Ridge run and dominate on the ground. If they want to get beat, it's either going to be by Urbe's arm or Urbe's legs by keeping Hayes out of the game. 1st and 10. Hayes trying to bounce off of his lineman, pushing his lineman forward. They're going to call the play dead 2 yards short of the first down. Now, Peyton, if Oak Ridge were to get down and get a touchdown with plenty of time still on the clock, how confident would you be about going for an onside kick? As Hayes has plenty of space, turns, spin move, breaks another tackle. He's fighting for those extra yardage. Waiting to see where they call the play down. So it was at the 11. So another big run. Not many of them tonight from Hayes, but that was a 20. That was a 24-yard rush. First and 10 at the 11. Calling Hayes again. Running in between the tackles. Gets himself 6. Oak Ridge is going with this hurry-up offense. College Park trying to make some substitutions. And Wasu's back in the game at nose tackle. Play clock at 20 for Oak Ridge. 2nd and 4. War Eagles need 5 to try and get back in this game, being down. Urbe crosses the plane. That's another touchdown. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown tonight. Now they did miss. They did have a missed field goal. It wasn't really a missed field goal at the start of the game. It was a high snap, and Aguilar decided to keep it. Offense is going to go for 2 here. Like the decision, because you're still down quite a bit.
Yeah, right. I mean, right now Oak Ridge is down 19, so really you want to try to get more points. I feel like the field goal, they'd only be down 18 versus if they had try to go for 2 and they get it, which likely that their offensive line will make blocks here and hit their blocking assignments. They would be down 17 instead, which would allow them to hopefully get more points to try to close in on this College Park lead.
All right, Urbe gets intercepted. Beltran having himself a night. He's not going to get it. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. He puts his hand up. He's in.
And there was no one behind him on that run.
That was 100-yard interception. So that would be a 2-point interception return for College Park.
And I feel like that's something you see very rarely.
Very. Beltran, 100 yards, 81 yards. That's 181 yards technically on special teams. Well, that was defense, but he had the 81-yard punt return. Now he had the 100-yard interception return for a touchdown, only for 2 points since it was a 2-point conversion. But Beltran having himself a night.
Yeah, he for sure is.
And you, College Park, you have him for one more year.
He got lucky on that one.
Yeah, they did. Man, this has been an exciting game here.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, both offenses, both defenses here have been very, very well tonight. College Park having a little bit more stamina, a little bit more run game tonight than Oak Ridge, but this game has been very, very good tonight, I would say.
Oak Ridge most likely going for an onside. College Park has 10 lined up in between the 50 and 40. They're expecting the onside. Erstad. So a high little kick. Signal for a fair catch, but it comes out of the hands. And that was Beltran. Fell on it. Payton. I was expecting more of the traditional onside, not trying to kick it over the front 10.
Well, I feel like with Oak Ridge, they were trying to kick a little bit more deep, maybe in between that front line. They had College Park had a lot of guys lined up very deep, and so I feel like there was a big area to where they had a gap to where maybe, just maybe, if they ran down the field, they would be able to get the football back and get back on the downs.
Yeah, they did have some speed on the outside trying to get through, finding a seam. If you're College Park, you're continuing with Chwanik handing it off, deciding to keep it. And Oak Ridge bringing the pressure. If you're College Park, all you're looking to do is continue to chew clock to go out with the W. You have a generous lead, less than 6 minutes in regulation. It's homecoming.
It's Friday night under the lights.
Nothing better than Friday Night Lights. Okay, that's going to be number 3. That is Rodrigo Bravo. We're going to get to see the senior. Actually, I'm sorry, the junior. So Bravo decided to keep it as Chwanik was the fake. One of the things that we got to do, especially orientation, early in the season, we always get to watch one of the scrimmages here at College Park to get ourselves back into the swing of things. And at that night, it was actually College Park's scrimmage as Chwanik goes in motion. Bravo, thrown to the sideline, just short of a goalie. But we want to make sure that we had all cameras, and I think it was just not too long after Barrel just made its way through. There were a couple of the lights that were still missing some bulbs and tilted just a scotch. But just getting to see College Park, because this is my first game I'm calling on College Park this season. Well, I've been mostly here over at Wood Forest, and you've been here with me at Wood Forest.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually of those 4, Oak Ridge, Woodlands, Grand Oaks, College Park. So it's 4th and 7. There is a flag, delay of game. You get some of those from time to time.
I feel like here it's just College Park just trying to run down this clock, trying to find some way to just get yards.
Beltran punts it. Oak Ridge didn't have anyone back to return. Yeah, I saw that.
I saw that too. I was about to say.
Yeah, Tim Thomas did trip, but made it look cool as he was doing some push-ups. Since there was no one back there as a defender, I don't think a referee saw that. He probably would have thrown a flag. But they're letting the kids have fun tonight.
I mean, it is homecoming weekend, so the football team does kind of have to have some fun every once in a while.
Well, it's always a positive whenever when you are the homecoming, when it's your homecoming game that you're hosting, the home team, and you do get the win. Because with the dance band tomorrow, you want to have that momentum carry into tomorrow night.
For sure. And we've had 2 great upsets. College Park was 0-1 going into this game, and now they're just got a great lead on Oak Ridge right now.
So Hayes on the carry. Few bit of yardage. It's going to be 2nd and 8. Game clock still going. 3:30. We do have a new quarterback in for Oak Ridge. So Travis Coleman, sophomore quarterback, is now replacing Urbe for the night. Wouldn't be surprised that this might be Hayes' last series. Hayes to the left of Coleman. Hayes cuts back. Gets maybe 3, generously 4. Yeah, that was 4, so it's 4th and 4. And Oak Ridge bringing out their punt unit. James Scott ready to punt it off yet again. Beltron, special teams madman, defensive prowess on the year. Lined up over at his own 40, over at his own 38. There is a flag, though. There was going to be a delay of game. Just letting the clock go as long as it can. Take the yardage. Push back a little bit more. So everyone that is still with us right now on the YouTube stream, we will have the halftime show for the College Park band and drill team because of the homecoming court. We'll still have that live for you following the game. Scott punts it as it rolls, continuing to let the ball roll. About a 60 to 70-yard punt. Yeah, 70-yard punt. Good stat for Scott, adding those yardage to his stat line. But it's been all College Park in this second half. Bravo and company lining back up for College Park. .213 left here in the game. College Park just needing to continue to chew up some more clock as Bravo keeps it. Gets maybe 3. Slayton on the tackle. You know what? I haven't really looked into seeing what other teams have been doing within the district tonight. I know that Caney Creek's on their bye week, and we know that Willis and the Woodlands played last night. Need to see what's going on within the district, where the standings might end up following tonight. That was number 28. Kai Dixon gets the loss. It's going to be 3rd and 11. Well, Conroe went on the road. They went up to New Caney. Well, down to New Caney. It came out with a W, 37-7. Grand Oaks went to Cleveland and shut out the Indians 68-0.
Wow. Talk about a win there.
And a lot of the things that you will see, trying to take advantage and get as many points as you can, because with the seeding later on in the year, if you're tied, you also have to think, I need these points, because that's the next stat that they're going to look at is how many points scored, how many points allowed. And it's very unfortunate that one of the weaker teams in the district has been Cleveland over the last 2 years. They've only had one win in the last 2 seasons, and it's been a non-district. As it is now 4th and 3. It's now 10 seconds remaining here in the game. Play clock winding down. It's going to be at 0. So it'll be a delay of game with 2 seconds left on the clock. Still 4th down. Some of the players were celebrating, but there's still 2 seconds left on the clock.
And if you're Bravo here, you're leading your team into victory formation as they are ready to win this game.
They went ahead and let the play wind down with, I guess they did a running clock, and that does it. Wonderful homecoming night here for College Park as they come out with their first district victory of the season. Looking at the stat line, Beltron having himself a night. Styles having himself a night. 3 touchdowns. 2 receptions and 1 rush. But 54-33, nothing better than winning on homecoming.
And that momentum will sure be driven into tomorrow night as they go to party and dance away at the Homecoming Knicks.
Do not know where it is, but I'm going to look at the next week's schedule, which will be week 5. Oak Ridge will be resuming. We'll actually play again on Thursday night next week here at Woodforest Bank Stadium. Hey, Peyton, you're going to be here with me again.
That's right. You can expect me back on Thursday night at that game broadcasting here. So tune in to see that.
And then on Friday, you're going to see the Woodlands go to Moorhead to play Caney Creek. And then Friday night, it's going to be Grand Oaks homecoming. And I'll be here for that game, too, as they host the College Park Cavaliers. Well, we're not going to be really truly signing off. I will be signing off, but we will continue to let the cameras run because the College Park Band is about to move back to the field after the players leave the field after their exchanges of congratulations and paying respects, having fun. But for Ryan Dickey, for Peyton Reeves, I'm Jackson Cochran. Great work from everybody here tonight. Peyton, great job on the roaming camera.
It was a blast. It definitely was a blast.
And we hope to see you all next week. But still, stay with us as College Park will come, and after they conclude with the school song, you'll get to see the drill team and the band finish off their halftime show. Take care.
Make sure Everybody's show, and thanks again for sticking around. Good night and drive home safely.